A lot of the snow is turning to slush already. Yesterday, actually looking at the overview a little bit from here, I could see that the lake was all frozen. I don't know if it's the case right now because it's actually not that cold. One piece of news that caught my attention today, it was actually related to that flooding that I talked about the other day where the police had their drones and I guess they were just capturing the area. But you guys even mentioned around there, apparently there was a little boy that was swept away in the river and there's been a search for him ever since with no luck thus far. In a situation like this, it seems like the community is coming together, like just everybody in general trying to find the little boy. And I guess even drone flyers in some cases are actually flying their drones to try to see if they can find anything. But apparently this is causing trouble with the police and they're telling people to stop. It says here, OPP urges public to stop using drones and search for a boy in the Grand River. Police say the OPP helicopter searching the area for Kaden Young, 3, has encountered 3 private drones. It says, while it has thanked volunteers for assisting in the search for Kaden Young in the Grand River, Dufferin OPP is urging members of the public to refrain from employing the use of drones. Police say the OPP helicopter searching the area has encountered 3 private drones. This is interfering with a detailed search of the area, the OPP said in a news release Monday. OPP advised the only aircraft in the area will be the OPP helicopter and the OPP drone. The OPP thanked the public for the assistance in this search. It's an interesting topic, I think, because this kind of relates to what I said before. What happens if there's just a regular person who has the resources and the potential means to make the search and rescue a lot more effective? Would you let them do it or just still no, like just let things like the police and stuff handle it? Because even looking at all these pictures, for example, like what some news reporter posted, you can see people, they're actually like manually walking down the rivers area just to see if there's anything they can detect with their dogs and everything like that. But it makes you think, in some cases, that's a little weird. Instead of just outright, say, banning or saying like, don't do this, although to my understanding, they're not saying it's illegal or banned, they're just telling people to stop doing it, according to these articles. Wouldn't it be better just to communicate with people? Like when you're up in the air or what specific area and then they won't do it at that time either? Because just as an example, I read from that tweet again, it says here, the OPP drivers and boat not going into the water today. Chopper never got up due to fog. Investigators say they'll be continuing search for Kaden Young into tomorrow. So like in that situation, if there's absolutely no one else flying their drones or they're not interfering with anything, why not just communicate, hey, we're not flying this time. If you want to volunteer your time to look for it, like be our guest. Like in that case, isn't that better to have the help of everybody? Because I think, again, like some of you even mentioned too, like with things like these drone resources and stuff, everyone's so focused on how much deadly they are, so to speak, but then at the same time, you're not really factoring in how many lives and everything you could be assisting at the same time. Or is it too far-fetched for me to also say in terms of communication, let's say they are flying it during that time and they're just using the helicopter or something like that. Isn't it better just to say, okay, we will be flying within this X whatever certain height, so if you are flying this, make sure you stay below this so that you don't interfere with us. Isn't that a little better? Like in some ways too? Again, I think it's better to have better communication. I mean, just have somebody saying don't fly within this time or whatever. Other than that, feel free to do it. It'll be a lot more effective in my opinion to have more people, because I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot of people who are willing to volunteer their time and resources to try to help people like that get some closure. Actually, come to think of it, because even some of you guys mentioned about registering to be in some kind of volunteer list, I guess, during times like that. It'll probably be more effective, like in that case, if they want more people to actually help, which I think would be better, they can just say, if you want to officially help, then register here or whatever. Then they'll have a way to, I guess, communicate with each other to say, we're flying here, don't fly here during this time, and vice versa. Actually, speaking of fogs and stuff with clouds, I didn't actually expect to see the light that apparent with the thermal. It's really useful because I mentioned in that story where they didn't take off because of the fog and stuff, whereas this stuff you can see right through it. What's left of that snowman from a few days ago. Does that look spooky over the thermal? weird, the water reflection in the thermal. Alright, see you guys later.